One.
You're watching Sipping Off the Cuff on tequilaaficionado.com. I'm Alex Perez.
I'm Mike Morales here in San Antonio, Tejas, where spring has sprung. We're in the middle of, if you're familiar with this area, we're in the middle of fiestas. So I don't know exactly what we're festejando, but it's everything. Mariachis, springtime, everything is happening right now. And tonight, Alex, we have a little alacran.
Alacran.
Alacran. Alacran is Spanish for scorpion, which is probably why you see it there.
Now, we were talking off camera. This is a cool bottle.
I've always loved the matte finish. It's got a great
It's
feel to
kind
it.
of like it's a soft coating, right?
Yeah, yeah. They call it a matte finish, and I think you were discussing how you like the font, the way they kind of do their. Look at the
Yeah, the
back of
font's
that.
the back.
Yeah. For those of you who are following us on Instagram, you can see a close-up picture. It looks like Star Wars. Da 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 da. Da. Okay. Anyway, but now they also have a mezcal, which I've not had, and I'll be honest with you, Alex, I have had Alacran before. These guys have been out for something like 5 years, I believe, maybe a little bit longer.
Yeah, 2010.
Okay, my understanding is that these gentlemen were friends in Mexico City, and they decided to come out with a tequila. What it used, my first bottle of this, Alex, came with a shot glass that would cover the top. I don't think that they're doing that anymore. My bottle is in storage at this moment, but um, at the time I didn't know what to think about the flavor profile. We should probably tell you what the distillery is. 1513.
1513, yeah.
1513, Tierra de Agaves, and it's of course listed out of Jalisco, but as far as I know, they only make a blanco. Is that right, Alex? Have you heard anything different? Because
From my understanding, it's only a Blanco. This bottle does come in different colors. I've seen it in pink for breast awareness.
right.
I've seen it white also. So I
Well, I
guess
think the white one is the mezcal. No, I think
I don't know.
if you look at they have way too many Facebook pages. I got to tell you guys, way too many. Alacran, Minnesota. Alacran, Minnesota? Come on. Alacran, New York. Alacran, Mexico. Pick one.
You're
Okay,
right.
guys?
White,
Pick one.
the white one is Mezcal Joven,
Mezcal
Espadin.
Joven. Okay, Espadin. All right. I they are fun. My understanding was that they did a lot of when they came to the United States. They concentrated on the New York area, New York City area, and did a lot of the clubs. They wanted to get into a lot of those clubs, and I believe that came from what they were doing in Mexico City also. The story is not it's not uncommon that there's a bunch of guys who go to a club and they see the tequila on the back bar and they're going, God, we could make something so much better. And it sounds like they did. They really put some thought into the packaging. I've always loved the packaging because it's simple, it's elegant, and it makes a statement. Black matte. I don't particularly care for the pink version because it looks like a huge bottle of Pepto-Bismol. But you know, and
Yeah.
to date I have not had the Blanco though, the white bottle, the mezcal. I would like to try that. So if one of you guys in whatever state you're in could throw us, the Espadin, because we're open to, of course, mezcals as well. So
Yeah.
we poured the Blanco, Alex, and it's funny because when you pour it, there are bubbles. They don't
Yeah.
they
I saw
don't
the
linger, but there's some nice bubbles going on.
and it's a very bright Blanco.
Yeah, a lot of people complain that they don't, because the bottle hides. You don't see what you're getting, but once you pour it, there's nothing to hide. It's got some really Nice long legs on this.
Yeah,
Okay.
got a lot of alcohol in the nose.
Yeah, that and that could be from several different things. Está agitada, as we say. It's agitated. There's a lot to be said about agitating a bottle or keeping it in the trunk or whatever. But I know this has been sitting in Alex's office at climate controlled temperatures. So it's just alcohol from alcohol.
Yeah, yeah. It's not a whole lot of nose, Mike.
No, I mean you got to dig down into it. Even now, and I've had a little bit of this, and at the time when I had it, I really didn't know what to expect until I've had several other different types of tequila. What I'm getting on the nose is some green. I'm getting some green agave, not baked, but green. Which you really got
Yeah,
to dig into it if you can
you
get
have to
past the
dig into it.
alcohol, because the alcohol is still very prevalent.
Yeah, you got to play with the glass to get the nose just right.
Yeah, you got to let it open up for you, or maybe run it through an aerator. That would probably help it a little bit also.
Yeah, interesting.
Mm, mm.
It's a hot tequila. It's definitely a hot blanco.
After having had, when I had it when it first came out, um, and then having it again after so many years of having other different styles of tequila, and I can tell you that the original Alacran for me was very reminiscent, and I'm not sure if Alex has ever had this tequila, of the Charbet tequila Blanco, which they distill at La Alteña over with Carlos Camarena, because it was very cinnamony. And I think when you mean hot, I'm getting spicy hot. I'm not getting like jalapeno hot or peppery hot.
Right, right.
I'm getting spicy hot, and that's what I remember getting from having Charbet, and it's been so long since I've had Charbet, and we didn't get enough of a large enough sample when Charbet was making their tequila, and so I only have my memories to go on, and I'm thinking that this is very similar. I think
Yeah.
that I'm getting a lot of cinnamony. It's cinnamon hot. Alacran there's never been a whole lot of information involved with it. Apparently uses a selective column distillation process which allows the makers to choose and precisely determine the tequila they want, highlighting its pure taste and fair aroma. So,
Double distilled.
right.
It's a
Well,
low, it's a low end tequila.
it's a column distillation that they're using, which probably that's how they're getting they're drawing out this flavor profile. What do you think, Alex? I know you're getting a lot of alcohol, but I'm getting green. I'm getting a little bit of citrus. I'm almost
No,
getting
this
like
doesn't.
like a cucumber, man. And a column. If you're
No, it doesn't
familiar with,
have a cork. It doesn't have a cork finish.
yeah, there's nothing else leaching into it, and obviously the matte finish is only for outside, so it's not, there's nothing adulterating the tequila on the inside. Um, it's wow, it's green, it's lime, it's citrusy. This is reminiscent of column distillation. Um, Here's another one that I'm going to compare it to. All right, and it's really one of my favorites. Remember the Lapis tequila, Lapis
Mm,
Blanco? It comes in a pyramidal bottle.
Yeah.
Okay, lapis is a combination of pot distillation and column distillation, and I've been to that distillery before. It's the same distillery that makes T1, it makes Tres Cuatro Cinco, it makes Asombroso. This is very reminiscent of the for me the lapis blanco, and I like it. I'm not, yeah, I know it's column distillation. A lot of people kind of frown upon that. To me, it's just another style of tequila, especially when this is strictly column distillation. But the what they've done with it is very reminiscent of either Charbet in the cinnamony or the lapis for me. And again, those are what I can go on.
Well, I definitely like the agave nuances, the roasted agave that's coming through. I was hoping for more of a fuller nose,
Hmm.
but on the palate, it is a decent tequila.
Hmm.
It's very simple. It's very simple. It's a very simple Blanco.
Yeah, the
It's very
on-
complicated.
once you've pegged the flavor profile, it's not the super complex. And being that it's designed, from the nightclubs of Mexico City to the nightclubs of New York, it's a I don't, I'm torn. I really am torn because I enjoy the flavor profile, but I get that it's not at the level that maybe, that you and I have had with we expect more, and there's not much of a once you get past the alcohol, there's not much of the nose in there. It's just but it is green. It is a agave green for me, but it's cinnamony hot.
It's cinnamony hot.
Uh,
I do get some green. In fact, I'm getting some little bit of brightness too,
I
or salinity.
I believe that this was more designed to be a cocktail tequila.
I think so. You may be right.
I would like to nominate it for brand of promise as far as packaging. Um, I think we're at odds about the flavor profile though, Alex. I just don't think it's gotten to the level that, but it was never meant to be. It was never meant to go there. I don't think. It looks great for
I,
table service. For bottle service, looks
I,
great.
I agree. I agree. I think it's more of a social tequila for that environment.
Hmm.
I think it's a great looking bottle. I love touching it. Love handling it.
Yeah, yeah, it's got a great hand feel.
Like you
It's
said, great for bottle service.
yep.
I think it's got a neat concept. I think it's neat that they're doing it for the different colors for different types of events,
Yes.
um, nonprofits, whatever they're doing. It's I don't know if you would call it a gateway tequila for someone that's starting out. Um,
Very possible. Very, very, very possible.
yeah, but I mean, we taste so many different blancos. We're
Yeah,
pretty spoiled.
yeah, we are. And after
To be honest with
2014,
you,
after 2014, this one kind of just a hair under.
yeah,
And that's not
I
to
don't want to
say,
beat up.
well, it's
Yeah,
not to
I
say
don't
that
want
it's
to
a
beat
bad
up.
product.
Yeah, I don't want to beat up Alacran. I'm sure it's got its market. I would say try it.
Oh,
Try it.
oh,
I mean,
oh, yeah. It's highly recommended. I mean, don't get us wrong. We're recommending this. It's just not brand of promise worthy as far as we're
right.
concerned. You know,
Yeah, well, I think Mike, what's happened is we've gotten to the point where we have to get a little bit more critical.
are we getting snobbish now? Is that a problem?
No, we're actually I think we are more critical because there are so many brands.
Yeah.
We really have to pick the ones that are really worthy of a brand of promise, and at the end to get the medal, because this is what we're tasting, and some of you agree with our palates, others of you don't. But I think a lot of you like what we like. And some of you are really trusting our judgment with some of these brands. So I like Alacran for what they're doing. And it's like anything, Mike. Some of these brands are made for a specific market and for a specific reason, for a specific segment of the market.
Hmm.
And it's either you love it or you hate it. So
Hey,
that's my
but
2 cents.
yeah, no, you're absolutely right. I think it's a great gateway tequila, so it is highly recommended to go get it, go find it. Try it at the club. Try it in Vegas. Try it in New York. Tell us what you think. I For me, this is the kind, if I were in that club situation and I saw a bottle of Alacran versus some of the other bottles, I would pick this every time. So, you know, and again, it's a brand of promise for packaging because I really love what they're doing. Pick it up. Tell us what you think. But I think that this is where we're going to stay with it, and we're just going to go from there. I'm Mike Morales here in San Antonio, Texas.
And I'm going to go from here. And I'm Alex, and we're sipping your tequila, and we love doing it. So thanks, Alacran. I appreciate you sending this out to us.
Yes, thank you.
You're watching Sipping Off the Cuff on tequilaaficionado.com. I'm Alex Perez signing off. And as always, sip wisely.